America, welcome to sports. In layman's terms, I'm the guy Willie So-So, and to my right we have
Modelo, TBD.
America. We're gonna leave that completely alone.
How can you change your name like halfway through?
I know, it's a season change.
I'm
TBD.
TBD.
I'm gonna go with Modelo. Modelo's fine.
TBD.
I am your franchise. What's up, baby?
Oh God.
It's already ready.
Oh boy. So many jokes. Anyway, America, y'all know what we do, how we do, and where we do it from. Bringing to you from our favorite watering hole, Slippers Pool and Pub in Livonia, Michigan. Coming to you with no coach speak, no media spin, just some folks at the bar with the drinks, of course. Talking sports just like you. Let's get on into it.
Baseball.
It's baseball season,
Take it away.
and I have the most pertinent question to start for TBD.
Oh, shit.
Ramirez.
And that's the answer.
Moving on.
By the way, that's never ever not going to be funny. America, we asked a question about baseball one time. TBD, who is not a baseball fan at all, her standard
Only
answer.
during postseason.
Her standard answer.
Ramirez. I am going to opening day. And now y'all can take it.
Okay, you're going to open a day.
I'm
Okay.
going to opening day festivities. Not the game.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. I really wish I had that opportunity. I might, pending other circumstances, I might make my way down.
Okay, bet. Just send me a text message. I'll let you know where we at.
Franchise.
Yes, sir.
So, here's the thing. Oh, and by the way, America, for disclosure, when we say baseball, we really don't give a damn about none of the other 29 teams. We're Tigers fans here. So, if you don't like that, you can quietly sit down in the back there. Thank you.
Sit your ass down.
You and I both had concerns about the Tigers and how they would look.
Of course, yeah.
It sounded something like this. I'm going to give you a quick out right here.
Sweet.
I'm setting the over-under at 79 and a half.
Under.
You going
I
under.
think we're going to be worse this year than we were last year.
Really?
I think last year was a surprise.
But wait, wait.
All right,
Okay.
I'll wait.
That much under. We won 86 games last year. You think we're gonna be that much worse?
Like maybe 76, 75.
10 games
Yeah.
after the first 6 games. Are you still on the under 80 and a half wins train?
Oh yeah, I'm actually am.
Boy, here we go.
At the bottom of the 9th inning, bases loaded, down by 1. 1 out,
You're still
and your last 2 batters
You're stuck on the runners in scoring position.
were Javi Baez and Zach McKinstry. There's nobody fears this lineup. This lineup, nobody fears.
Nobody fears. Okay, so one, I was not on the under 80 and a half wins train. I'm taking it over, and I'm even more convinced now after the first 6 games that it's going to happen.
But wait, there's more.
That same Javi Baez that you like,
No, I don't like.
that you don't like, and it's fair because he's been playing like ass ever since he got here. Yeah, but you had nothing to say for the 3-hit game he had 2 games ago. My only point, my only point is this: we have concerns about Javi Baez. Well, Javi Baez has actually been playing decent, just decent.
What kind of sense?
Decent.
Well, I'm going to ask for 36 of my own time after this one.
We have concerns about Spencer Torkelson. He's hitting. The one thing we're concerned about, he's hitting. Scooble and Scooble, our pitching has been what we, for the most part, thought it would be in general. It's early. We got 156 games left to play. We'll be fine.
How could you be so sure?
If you're putting all your nuts in the fucking basket to win a freaking game, you're not gonna put Javi Baez at the plate to bring somebody in.
So speaking of that Javi Baez that you couldn't stand, the one that you knew was ass. Guess what?
Oh, here we go again.
I'm sorry if the facts didn't the way you feel it.
He had 3 hits yesterday.
No.
We were up by fucking.
He actually has a ridiculously high batting average with runners in scoring position.
Really?
He does.
How many RBIs got?
This year, not a whole. I think. Well, actually, I think the answer to that question is 3. I believe through 6 games. I think that's the answer to that question for this season. All I'm saying is this: it's a new season. Went through surgery, then did this, that's, and the thirds. He is actually hitting better than what we've seen before.
Not baseball.
So let it play out.
Do you understand? Like, this is what happens when you let black people talk about baseball.
Wow.
What you say about my mama?
Last season was last season. That's the reason why there's seasons. 2024 is 2024. 2025 is 2025.
Do you understand? It's going to be the same season. Right?
That's good math right there.
I can do it.
Oh, boy.
So,
I don't know how people don't understand. Like, there's going to be no change with this cat.
Says who?
No change.
Says who?
History.
I'm sorry. If we don't get through change, speaking of black folks, if there's no change because of history,
Ask Ramirez over there. Ask Ramirez over there.
I guess we're fucked then, huh?
Got him!
Okay, America. So, something else is going on this upcoming weekend is the Final Four. I'm sure, just like mine, everybody's bracket is. Well, you didn't even do one.
Exactly. So mine is fine.
Yeah, my bracket is busted. Franchise.
I still got
Florida.
I still got 2 other 4 still there. I got Florida and I got Duke.
I got Florida and I think Houston.
Not great, Bob.
It's all number ones, which is dope because that hasn't happened since 2008, right, franchise? 2008 for number 1 seeds to make the
All
Final
4
Four.
number 1 seeds.
First time since 2008. Yeah.
2008, y'all say. I hate it. And the only reason I hate it, well, one, because I bet the opposite way, and that's on me.
Wait. You like little guys?
I do who?
You like the little guys, right?
I prefer the underdog
Yeah,
story.
he's
I
the
do.
antithesis of what should happen.
I do. I mean,
You know what should happen? The number 16 should be in there. No.
well, it's just it's way less intrigue.
No, it's not to me. If y'all are all the beast of your own, that's what it should be.
Well, if that is the case, which fine, and I'm not knocking their number 1 seeds for a reason. I get that. This is just, it's no intrigue. There's a desire to want the underdog to win. I have that, and fine. I didn't get my way this year. It normally
I like
happens that
seeing the
way.
passion of the Titans. Now, when an underdog can come through and upset, I will root for the underdog, but you are the underdog for a reason.
Oh, absolutely. And not only do I root for that, but at this point, I expect it because that's what normally happens. There's always some underdog. There's always some Cinderella story in the NCAA.
What if the Cinderella story is we ain't been number 1 in years, and now we're finally number 1, we can make it?
That's
Is that not Cinderella?
No.
Why?
No, because every year you're a 1 seed for a reason. You're expected to do it. So that's not a Cinderella story. Is it a compelling story? Is it an interesting story? For some, maybe. I'm just not one.
I don't have to agree.
Hey man, peace. I just prefer the intrigue of the Cinderella story.
Okay, no problem.
The prevailing thought is Duke is going to run through Houston.
I don't want them to win.
Of course not. And how do we feel about the Auburn versus Florida game?
I'll take Auburn.
You take Auburn.
Yep.
I'm taking Florida because I picked them to win it all.
Gotcha.
Franchise.
First and foremost,
That's gonna piss you off that you gotta agree with me.
yeah. You gotta no, this game. You're not pissing me off. You know what? First and foremost, I want to say I love the fact we have 4 number ones.
Me too.
Because you know what? Because you know what? We want to see the best against the best. Even though we got this guy here.
Cinderella.
Fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next?
With all 4 number ones,
That's a dope thing.
guess what? I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, Clash of the Titans.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch every single game. The final 3 games. I'm gonna watch.
You're
You know,
such
because
an
you know what?
inconsistent.
I want to see Florida Auburn. Because Auburn has lost to Florida, so they have something in their back pocket. And say, listen, we're gonna try to beat you this time. And guess what? Now we got like Houston and Duke. We have Houston, who's probably like the best defensive team in the whole conference, in that Final 4 against Cooper Flag. I know. My boy don't like him too much.
Stop and pause. Don't you put that voodoo on me, Ricky Bobby. America, let's just get to this. About Cooper Flag. Never have I ever said, no. Flags, cups, whatever. I've never said that I did not like Cooper Flag. He's good. What I have said and will continue to state is that I believe that he is overrated. I believe when he gets drafted number 1 in the NBA draft this June, he'll be fine. He just won't be the superstar that people think he's going to be.
Take that for data.
I'm going to pick for the championship game to be Houston versus Florida.
I think it's gonna be Auburn versus Duke. And as much as I don't like Duke, I feel like it's gonna be Auburn versus Duke.
And I can't even be mad at that because you're probably right. But since my bracket is fucked up, I'm gonna bet with my heart, not my head. So, and am I going to watch? Yeah.
What's your pick, franchise?
What's that?
Who do you think going to?
I got Duke all day.
Okay.
Even though you picked Florida to win the whole thing,
I think. I'm sorry, you guys to say. I think Cooper Flag is going to do something special.
Gotcha.
I do. I mean, easy bet was like 6 weeks ago when it started. Yeah, we all took Florida, but I think Cooper Flag and I think Duke is on a mission, and I'm hoping it's Duke Florida because I think it'd be a hell of a game.
Gotcha.
And I think for some reason another Duke's going to win, even though I have Florida winning my bracket, which sucks. But I think Duke's going to win.
That's all I have to say about that.
America, Saturday, Final 4, Monday, championship game. We'll revisit this then. Last order of business. So, I don't know if it's still newsworthy amongst the media heads and pundits and all.
They keep you playing it.
But, you know, last Sunday, our Detroit Pistons get into it with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That we did not start.
True. Isaiah Stewart suspended 2 games. Marcus Sasser suspended 1 game. Ryan Holland Jr. suspended a game. Nas Reed and Dante DiVincenzo also suspended a game.
Good job for that. I keep calling him Da Vinci Code.
I followed them from Villanova. But they also got 1 game suspensions for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And they the ones that instigated and started.
True, it's complete bullshit. Dante DiVincenzo probably if Isaiah Stewart got
if he got
2
2,
games,
he need to get 2 at least 2.
At least 2. And to be honest, Isaiah Stewart didn't deserve to have
2
any games.
True.
I mean, in fact, for that little pillow fight, I don't think anybody deserved to be suspended.
No
but
punches were thrown.
That's a whole nother story. But here's where we land at. everybody wants to refer to this new iteration of the Detroit Pistons as Bad Boys 2.0 or whatever. We're all in agreement that they're not the 89,
No.
90 Bad Boys. We're in agreement that they're not the 2003, 2004 going to work Pistons. They're not that.
No.
So what are they? How do we brand this iteration of the Pistons? If we could just
So
brand them, how do we brand them?
my whole thing was at one point that bad boy mentality is still in each iteration once we get closer and closer because it keeps evolving. So yeah, that was the raw bad boys, the 88, 89, 90, that era.
Okay.
That bad boy title did start coming back up even before they won the championship of the 2003, 2004. But they end up being the ones that was going to work because they were building the team, and that made sense. We're building the team. We got the right pieces. We're going to work. We're doing everything we're supposed to. With this squad, that bad boy mentality is still there because they know the legacy of what Detroit really stands for. And as cliche as it might sound, it is a Detroit versus everybody kind of thing. So maybe if we come up with some brand that's reminiscent of Solo Dolo, or it's just us, or something like that that just represents we all we got, that kind of brand, because we don't even get the same amount of news media, anything, and we have the best, since you love Cinderella stories, the Pistons would literally fall in line from one season, one season.
Absolutely.
From last season to this season,
Triple
from only winning
total.
like 18 games to
Triple
now
that.
we're number 5 or 4 in the league?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a turnaround
No
story.
doubt. It's the biggest turnaround in NBA history.
So if they just yell out, "We all we got," because I love Isaiah, Stewart's energy. Because anytime he go through anything, he rep that Detroit. He'll pull it up in his jersey. It's just us. I'm almost on some period. Motherfuck the big three. It's just big me. We need to just come up with something where we understand we're not gonna get the attention, we're not gonna get the notoriety, we not everything gonna be a fluke when it comes to us. It's almost like how they did with the Detroit Lions, and people are still kind of finally giving them a little bit of credit. But it takes for us to always just understand we in the grain with it.
Okay.
Feet to the pavement with it.
I don't disagree with anything you said except for this. That Cinderella story, that has been played up in the game. As much disdain as I have for how the media covers Detroit sports, I can admit that they have
on the national platform or
on
local?
The national platform.
Okay, because I've only seen it locally done. I have not seen it on ESPN.
That a national platform.
Because ESPN will talk about LA and Dallas and Yankees and all these other big market teams.
We have been in the spotlight.
Well, I'm willing to be corrected because they deserve it. They have turned this franchise around. Bigger staff deserves it, and the players on the team deserve it.
And I right now, if he is not being the coach of the year, there should be an issue.
At this point, we need to adopt the hashtag FAFO. Fuck around and find out.
Well, franchise, if you had to brand this team here, this new iteration of the Pistons, how would you brand them?
All right, I'm gonna take this in a slow roll here because we all know back in the day it was the Bad Boys, and the Bad Boys made a statement. They won back-to-back champions. They had a statement. They sent the culture. Said, "Listen, you're gonna come here.
Ain't gonna be no cake.
Be prepared to have some ice packs on your muscles the next day because we are going to beat you up and win." We had that for a long time, and then we had the going to work Pistons.
Yep.
We're like, going, listen, man. If you're gonna beat us, you have to work harder than us. And like, you know what we did? We showed that listen, we're gonna beat you because guess what? You're not gonna work hard as us. We're gonna put the time in, and we're gonna,
I like
granted defense was a part of it that time too. And I always seen the defense. And
it's always been based on the defense,
right?
No doubt.
So now we got this brand of defense, and you ask me like what should we call them, or what should we say?
How are we branding them?
But you know what? I'm not gonna brand them. I'm just gonna call them the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons. Because you know what? Because now they know when they come play the Detroit Pistons, it's not going to be like high scoring. You're playing against a defensive team, and I'm just gonna say, you know what? You're playing against Detroit Pistons. If you want to come in here and score 130 against us, good luck.
I like where your head's at, man.
Well, I'll put it to you this way: if the Detroit Lions are the grit,
One pride, grit, pride because they Lions.
then the Detroit Pistons are the grind.
I like that.
And you can sort of kind of pair them up. And I think that sort of kind of that's been sort of kind of
I can see that.
They've been grinding hard. No matter what. I like that. That's good. High five to you.
I'll try.
Let's submit that.
I think it's fitting. I think it sort of kind of sets a tone because while this team, unlike the Bad Boys and the Going to Work Pistons, yeah, they do play defense. I mean, they play that gritty, rough, tough, and rugged brand of defense. Yes.
And they're playing in the new era of basketball.
Right, that. But not only that, they're also offensively gifted.
They are.
They run. They do not play what people would deem a boring brand of basketball.
And they don't play stereotypical East, what's known for East Conference.
They don't just come down and shoot a bunch of 3-pointers either.
Nope.
They play an up and down, fast paced brand of basketball.
Right.
That also includes sticking your ass up on defense.
Yep.
So I think that the grind might be you add everything up. You got grit and you got grind.
That actually works.
No, that sums it up for me.
America, this has been Sports and Ladies Terms.
Brought to you by Modelo.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this content. You can find us on YouTube at Sports and Layman's Term. You can find us on Facebook at Sports and Layman's Term, X, Twitter, whatever. We're there too at Lay Terms Sports. And if you really want to get in contact with us, you can email us at sportsandlaymansterms@gmail. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Let the world know we out here talking our shit.
Obama out.
I am Willie So, and this is
CBD.
And this is
See your franchise.
And we are sports in layman's terms.
Good night, America.
Modelo.